Right on.
Speaking of the Holy Spirit, how does the baptism of the Spirit affect our daily lives as believers?
Yeah, so baptism means to immerse, it means to put underneath, to dunk. And the baptism of the Holy Spirit means that you're immersed in the Holy Spirit. There are times, now there's different ways that people will talk about the baptism of the Holy Spirit. Some will say that it's a one-time thing that happens, and from that point forward, you are just filled with the Holy Spirit. Others talk about it as particular visitations of the Holy Spirit, that he comes on you in a fresh and powerful way. You got baptized in the Spirit. That doesn't mean that you didn't have him before,
Mhm.
but it's just like, oh, I got the overflow today. And I think there's biblical evidence for both of those. There's a once and for all experience, and there are times when spiritual power just comes on you in amazing ways. And you've been in ministry long enough, and I have as well, to know that, man, there are just certain high points where God's presence is palpable, where his power is being made manifest, where lives are being changed. And that's just super exciting. But I would say the question here is on the everyday life of the believer. So it does a number of things. One, it helps you to be more resistant towards sin. It gives you the power to be able to make the right choices. It makes you more tuned in to the voice of God, and you're able to hear him better. And it helps you to be able to just live the Christ life more, and to experience not just behavior management, sin management, but to have the very life of Christ that's coursing through your body. The Spirit is the rubber meets the road member of the Trinity, who is most engaged in your everyday experience, because he lives inside of you, and being filled with the Spirit, being baptized by the Spirit, enables you to live the Christ life every day.
Yeah. And I think for me, one of the things that I often realize is, there's this list of fruit that is supposed to be active in our lives when the Spirit is evident. And there's moments where I'm like, I am not very patient right now. I am not very good right now. I'm not filled with goodness. I'm not
Yeah.
filled with all those things. And those are moments or triggers, at least for me, to say, I need to invite the Spirit to be doing a work in my life. I haven't, I think of maybe like a cell phone, and it's on low power mode right now. And if I don't get plugged into that, then I'm going to be useless.
Amen.
I mean, I might be a good paperweight at some point, but I'm not actually doing what I was created to do. And I think that's a reminder, often for me, is like, okay, I'm just not exemplifying those fruit in my life. And so I'm depleted, and therefore I need to be inviting the Spirit to be at work in my life.